Okay, welcome back everybody to another show with Phat Mike Media. And my mind has absolutely been blown yet again, just as well as the Andrew Cuomo uh, Grammy Award winner, or whatever the hell, where he got nominated because of his briefings. Like, what? Come on, man. That's some stupid ass shit. But no, today I found out that your good old Black Lives Matter has been nominated for a Nobel Peace Prize. Of all people to be nominated for a Nobel Peace Prize, what peace have they caused? They have nothing but continued to divide this country. Yeah, that's a fire truck burning. A motherfucking fire truck. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're just so peaceful. Bunch of people. There again, another fire truck on fire. Oh, I'm flipping the bird. Just so peaceful. No, what they represent is they're saying that black lives are all that matter and nothing else. Yeah, that's really. This is a black person's business right here. Yeah, did they give a fuck? Apparently his black life doesn't matter, nor does his business. I don't know whose business this is, but yeah, they're just such peaceful, loving people. They're just such peaceful, loving people. Let's now go and hear their excuses for giving this mongrels a Nobel Peace Prize. So absurd.
On this, the first day of Black History Month, we take a look by the numbers at the Black Lives Matter movement, which has just been nominated for the 2021 Nobel Peace Prize by a member of the Norwegian parliament. Between 16 and 26 million people in America participated in Black Lives Matter protests after the death of George Floyd, making it the largest social movement in U.S. history, according to 4 different studies. BLM was launched in 2013 in response to the acquittal of George Zimmerman for the fatal shooting of Trayvon Martin. It's a decentralized movement comprised of more than 150 different groups with no single leadership. 93% of Black Lives Matter protests last summer were peaceful, according to the ACLED, but there was some violence and more than 14,000 arrests were made across 49 cities nationwide.
Peaceful until nightfall, and they could hide in the shadows. And don't even try to spin that. But literally, anybody can hide in the shadows easier at night. And that's when all the shit would kick off. Would be when it got dark out. How funny, how ironic, right? But we'll continue.
Nationwide during the protests, according to a Washington Post tally. Many of these arrests were for low-level offenses like curfew violations and failure to disperse. The BLM Global Network Foundation was just awarded $100,000 as the winner of Sweden's 2020 Olof Palme Human Rights Prize for, quote, promoting peaceful civil disobedience against police brutality and racial violence around the world. Also on the list of 2021 Nobel Peace Prize nominees is Jared Kushner, President Trump's son-in-law, for his work brokering peace deals between Israel and several
now that
Arab
might
nations.
be understandable,
The winner will be
right
announced
there.
in October.
I mean, somebody actually brokering peace deals? Well, that's understandable. But for people that went and burnt down things just because they didn't get their way, come on now. They sicken me. Like, the Capitol riots, okay? I'm not saying that this is factual shit, but I am on the side that I really do believe that it was Antifa, because there was video of Shia LaBeouf, alright? If anybody can find that out there, go ahead and post it. Post a link in the comments. But there's a video out there that had Shia LaBeouf at the Capitol riot scene. And there was video of this black guy that was admitting to that he was part of BLM, and that he went and bought Trump gear and he had one of those air horns basically going in there shouting and shit, trying to fit in, get along, fit in to get along with them and shit. And how granted, windows and doors got busted out, but if that was the BLM or Antifa, the White House would have been burnt down. I repeat, the White House would have been burnt down. That's the difference in conservative riot, if you want to even call that a fucking riot. You want to know why none of them, why only one ended up getting killed, was because before they brought in all that harsh shit with the tear gas and everything, they left. They fucking left. Like, hold on, I'm gonna pull up something here. Let's see if we can find just something pulled up for the ending. An hour by hour timeline. Okay. Let's see if we can work with this. Because I'm trying to make this video as quick as possible.
Colgate Optic White Renewal removes 10 years of yellow
Where would
stains.
we be
That's
without
like all the way back to 2010.
commercials?
Their jeans, their leggings, their jeggings.
Whoa.
Remove 10 years of yellow stains with Colgate Optic White Renewal.
Which you will never get that from Joe Biden. I'm sorry, but you won't.
Another thing I would say, Lester, is, as we try to figure out, well, it looks now like the Capitol, the police have been
Pete, let me
unable to
break
hold
away
these
from you a
people back.
second, because things are happening
All
very
these
quickly.
people did, they didn't even harm any fucking body. I mean, one cop got killed, and it wasn't even anywhere around the mass majority of these people. Like, only a small group of people could be charged with that.
The government did this to us. We were normal, good, law-abiding citizens.
I guarantee you there's so many
They no longer have been able to keep them back.
and BLM people in that. See, they brought out the riot police, but everybody didn't fight back like the BLM in that does normally.
Right here, we're going to walk down to the Capitol.
Down the mall, President Trump airing his grievances in front of his supporters at a rally nearby, and he was warning vengeance for Republicans who did not take his side in objecting to these results. On Capitol Hill, a joint session of Congress has broken.
But yet they talk about putting conservatives in re-education camps or killing us if we don't agree to that. Sounds a lot like Hitler. Did you know that Hitler, yes, he was a fascist? Did you know fascism came from socialism? And Hitler was not with the far right. He was a socialist. Just like these dumbasses that want to strip us away of our rights. Did you know fascism has a whole lot more rules and regulations than capitalism? I mean, conservatives actually fight to have lesser government and all of that. These socialists want everything government. Some of these people actually think that having National Guard and that running the streets instead of cops is going to be better. Do you think you're going to be able to take any of them to court if they kill anybody? No, you're not even going to get a second glance. You can go file all the paperwork you want. They're just going to destroy it. You have a better chance at getting a cop charged with some shit than you are going to be with a military out patrolling the streets. I mean, how many of these countries have them actually raping and killing people too? Breaking their rules and conduct. It's stupid. It is absolutely fucking stupid.
Into House and Senate chambers as they debate objections that arose from GOP lawmakers over the electoral results from Arizona. There's some protests happening down outside the Capitol. They appear to be Trump supporters who are frustrated with the outcome and are trying to breach some of that those security perimeters around the Capitol.
Here, I'm gonna pull up. Because I was trying to make some playlists. Well, let's check out this. I guess this would be the best time for this type of video right now.
It's not a job, it's a career, and it's a calling.
We actually interact with people at their worst.
So many people noticed how lax the police were when it came to this attack yesterday. So the recount made a side-by-side video comparing the force they used during the Black Lives Matter protest, which you recall didn't include an attack on the Capitol. Yesterday, police helped a woman down the steps after she attacked the Capitol. Police actually opened up the barricades for the rioters to make their way to the Capitol steps. You see that happening on the right-hand side there. And one police officer even took a selfie with one of the terrorists after he got inside the Capitol.
Jesus Christ. Kevin Hart Instagrammed this, two completely different Americas that we are living in. If these people were black, they would have all been shot dead. At this point, it's pure disrespect.
Honestly, if that was the BLM or Antifa, they would have burnt down the Capitol. Conservatives wasn't trying to burn down the Capitol. Yeah, I mean, here, look at Antifa. You know, you don't believe our way, then we're gonna hurt you. That's there.
You saw that flag, right?
Alright, where the So, this is a Christian. So, why don't I have full screen or get back onto the. So these people are having a Christian parade march. More like a parade, honestly. They just don't have all the little fancy floats and whatnot. And Antifa tries to make it out that they're spreading hate speech and racism and everything that they're not.
You saw that flag, right? With the cross on it? That's
Antifa.
A known white supremacist symbol. So them going around pushing their Christianity on people who aren't even necessarily Christian, their obsession with their holiday.
But it's okay for these people to go march and push whatever they want, but we're supposed to just love it and accept it, and they can't love and accept anything that they don't agree with. But how do you expect a group to be okay with you if you want to bash them all the fucking time? Wake the fuck up, America, because your wokeness, you're just inside of another dream, you know? You're just letting the brainwash just take over. It's like these people want to say, oh, I don't agree with that, so I'm just going to create my own definition to it, and we're just supposed to accept that.
Their obsession with freedom of speech marks that they want to hurt people.
Well, what are you using? You're using freedom of speech, right? By bitching about it, so... But yet, you're the one fucking trying to spread fucking hate. Because all you see is hate. All you see is racism. It's like the movie They Live. You need to pry those glasses off of you. Because the corruption that you're seeing, it's not as bad as what you're making it out to be.
For this march for Patriot Prayer is going to be one of the first to just dedicate this whole day to Jesus, okay?
Because they are more obsessed with their rights than
Who was the most persecuted person in the world? I'd have to say Jesus. So the Jews have been persecuted, the fucking Christians have been persecuted. Like, what religion has not been persecuted? You want to act as if Christianity has been the persecutors all along. But they haven't. We've been persecuted no different than you. But without history, you'll never learn anything. But you want to doubt and disagree with everything and try to make it your way. Who's the know-it-all there in that situation? You are. And are know-it-alls right? No, they're wrong like 99% of the time.
they are the basic decencies that people deserve. These people have a disdain for human rights.
I guarantee you that guy that's bitching about this, him, yeah, I bet you this guy cannot please a female, let alone his boyfriend if he has one. And if he's not gay, if he's straight, I guarantee you that he's a cuckold. That's why he's just such submissiveness, you know. He wants to, but these kind of people, they're like, oh, put your guns down so we can stone you to death, so we can beat you to death. I'd rather be shot and killed than beat to death. Which is fastest? Which is less pain? Honestly, getting shot in your head would be more humane than being beaten to death. Like, what's happening is the movie Idiocracy is coming to life. And if you haven't watched it, you should watch it, because it is exactly what's going on here.
Disdain for human rights.
This day ain't a dead day. This ain't no funeral. This is a party for our Lord and Christ Jesus Christ.
Communism will
And I mean, if they're spreading such racism in that, why is this guy part of it? He don't look white, but he's part of their group.
Communism will win. That's not a joke.
If you want communism so badly, 90% of this planet is under communism. Why would we be the ones to leave when there's only like 3 countries out of over how much 100? You know, it's like 200 countries or somewhere. It's 100 and something. Don't quote me on that. But why would we leave one of the 3 countries that has capitalism and give it all to you? You're worse than the Islams hating on any religion but them. It's like you're trying to pull some of their shit and leave us with no land, right? Well, if 90% of the world's that, why can't you go and find a place that you like? Why must you try to destroy our place? I mean, America was created to be different, to break apart from the communist shit. The Constitution of this country was not meant to ever be rewritten. And if you don't like the rules here and you want more, I mean, communism's like that one old fucking law, I think it was out of New York, some shit about it's against the law to walk down certain street with a ice cream cone in your back pocket on a Sunday, or some shit like that. Excuse the language, but this shit really pinches a nerve. They want to bitch about the police now, but they're begging and wanting even more intolerant policing, because that's what comes with communism. There is no court system then. Them cops can kill you on the street right then and there, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Wake the fuck up.
That
over our dead bodies.
We must go down to a single-class society. Now, after capitalism, in its late stages as it is right now, we will move down to a one-class system called communism.
Honestly, I think he's... So this is the preacher guy right here with the air horn. This is the Antifa person in all black with their face covered up. Now, all the shit he's spewing right now, I think he's saying this sarcastically to piss this person off right here. Because you're going to get a kick out of what happens at the end of this video.
Communism will be the ideology of the future. I'm right over here. You can come and get me if you want.
Didn't your mama ever teach you how to look both ways? I guess not. Anybody care for a replay? Boom, bitch. Goes the dynamite. You lucky that one silver car stopped for you. That red truck didn't have to, you dummy. Don't help that bitch up. Let her just sit there and bleed. Now that's funny right there. Too bad they don't have... Too bad they didn't have the Antifa member. Like... Damn it. Too bad they didn't have the Antifa member strapped to this speaker right here. You know? After he got hit by the car. And sing this as they march him to the hospital. Because that motherfucker deserves a Darwin Award. For sure, for sure. Yeah, you probably broke your pelvis bone, dude. I mean, your pelvic bone. Now that funny right there. Ah. What is this? Oh, it's a commercial. Yeah. So like this is why the police use so
Federal
much
agents
force is because when they say, "Okay, time to go home," you say, "No, we just started."
To restore order in Portland have poured petrol on disorder. What was a largely peaceful protest has escalated into violence.
Oh, what? But you mean that's not peaceful? Them trying to burn down a courthouse, that's not peaceful?
The main battle line is here.
But these people deserve Darwin Awards because they think they're going to set fire to a brick building with shitty Walmart fireworks.
Outside the federal courthouse.
Yeah, but these people deserve a Nobel Peace Prize, right?
To pull down the new fence, throw fireworks over. Tear gas is fired back. Many here are prepared for this. But as federal agents emerge in their dozens, those in gas masks run too. Rubber bullets fired into the darkness. It's quite frightening.
This isn't the first time tear gas has been fired at protesters tonight, but it's the first time we've seen federal agents outside.
I want to know how they record her fucking vocals while she's wearing that mask. That's what I would like to know. they stick like a little microphone up inside of there.
Side of the federal courthouse. And it's the first time that it's driven crowds away, but it doesn't look like they've gone far. Certainly, it doesn't seem like either
Yeah, they
side
didn't go
is
far, so that's why such force ends up being used. But did you see any of that kind of craziness needing to be used at the Capitol riots? No, and if you did, you're dumbass. But these people most definitely do not deserve a Nobel Peace Prize. No, they don't. A Nobel Peace Prize for all this violence, Because the last time I checked, a Nobel Peace Prize doesn't give for violence.
A free TurboTax live tax expert.
Why do you need a tax expert?
His advice is free, and I can file for free.
Is my son still a dependent if he eats my food?
File a simple return for free, now with advice from a TurboTax live expert.
That just looks so peaceful.
We're waking up this morning to devastation in Minneapolis. Peaceful protests
Can't even see
transitioning
the
into
sun
violence
if it was
and
out.
looting. One man is dead and another is in custody after a shooting near the demonstrations. Some buildings up in flames, others seriously damaged. An apartment complex that was under construction on 29th Street has burned to the ground.
So
This is
peaceful.
near the corner of 29th Street and 27th Avenue. The fire could be seen from miles away. The Wendy's nearby also burned, in addition to several other buildings around the area. Our crews captured some people trying to save their neighborhood as buildings burned. You can see people doing what they can, grabbing buckets of water, trying to stop the flames from spreading. Really emotional, heartbreaking video. All of this coming as the community and nation react to the death of George Floyd.
Well,
He
George
died
Floyd
after
would still be alive if he hadn't digested carfentanil and methamphetamines. Simple as that. And I guarantee you that that's what caused his death. But none of you will ever believe that. It's like we're all preaching to walls.
Incident with Minneapolis police on Monday night. Now, viral video shows an officer with his knee on.
And he was nothing but a thug. He was a known gang member, a known porn star. Well, not even a very well-known porn star. And honestly, if he's even really dead, because for fuck's sake, he went to church with that same guy. He was part of the, not the Illuminati, but, fuck, the ones pushing for the New World Order. I forget the name of them offhand right now.
Floyd's neck as he constantly screams for help and says he can't breathe.
He was saying he couldn't breathe when they was trying to push him into the back seat of the shit before anybody was even on him. And just because you're claustrophobic and can't breathe does not mean that somebody else is at fault. I don't even support the police that much, but I believe in a degree of law and order.
Coverage this morning on everything unfolding on the streets of Minneapolis. Ellery McCardle is reporting on violence that has ramped up overnight. Gordon Severson has what's next as the city continues to try and heal from this tragedy. First, let's get
Oh yeah. Yeah, they're just so peaceful. Look at what they do to this handicapped lady. Oh look, trying to choke her there, right?
She got a knife! She got a knife!
Oh wow, she got a knife. She's gonna be real. Yep. She's gonna be deadly accurate with that knife. She can't even fucking walk. But if you get on her and shit, then yeah, you deserve to get cut on that. All such big people fucking ganging up on a poor fucking lady in a wheelchair. Yeah, you're all just so good. Look at the fucking talons on that bitch's nails, man. Bet you that bitch ain't even got a job. Unless she walk in the corner. But people, yo, these companies is not worth giving your life for. Like Target became a sellout. And any of these companies that gave money to these organizations should not be covered by our taxpayer money to rebuild their businesses. That should come out of their own pocket. And let's put it this way. This is as far as it should be taken. Any insurance provider should null and avoid any of their claims and make all these businesses pay out of pocket to rebuild.
Go. Go.
Oh, paintballs, pepper balls. Oh, that's just such violent force, man.
Look at how many of them! Look at how many of them! Look how many of them!
Yeah, look how many of y'all. I wished he had touched that cop so that cop would have whooped his ass. Well, he is breaching the 6-foot policy. He is up in that cop's face, and it is Corona season. Yeah, a little spice for you spicy bitches, right? Here's a little spice to add to that hotness. Oh, but you want communism, though. You want communism. Well, go look up the shit that happened in China. I believe it was in 88 or 89 to the college students. Communism, the cops, or military, might I say, wouldn't be using pepper balls, pepper spray, non-lethal shit. They would be unloading live rounds into all these people. Plain and simple. And I won't pull up the video because of how graphic that shit is, but protests. I believe it was in 89. I forget what it's called. Yeah, the Tiananmen Square protests. Tiananmen Square, yeah. Go look up the Tiananmen Square. That's how communists deal with protesters. And these people want communism in this country. If they want it so bad, I say they need to move where communism thrives. But they surely do not deserve no damn Nobel Peace Prize, I tell you what. After all that I just showed you, do you yourself believe that those people deserve a Nobel Peace Prize? Because it's not very peaceful. They like to just show you all the peaceful shit. I just clicked on a video. But I'm at 35 minutes, so I'm gonna cut this here, I guess, because I don't feel like going and trying to search up that video again. Please be sure to like and subscribe to the page. Hit that bell notification so you'll be notified whenever I post up a video. This will be the second one for tonight. Also, I will leave a link in the description below to donate to the channel, because right now we're not being monetized nor demonetized, but we're not making anything. So if you could donate anything, would be greatly appreciated to help us get better equipment so we can put out better content for y'all. But until the next time, yeah, everybody have a good night. This is Phat Mike signing out.